Alright, what's cracking, guys? What's going on? What's good? It's popping wins, but it's making you think here, all that crap with the greeting. And excuse me for this long absence. I really apologize because I'm horrible with like just videos like these past months. Because like I'll make a video now, I don't make one for like a really long time. Like it's just like, but I mean at the same time, there's just a bunch of stuff I got on my hands right now, and I gotta clear that off the plate. And I mean, especially when school starts too. Like when school starts, you should understand like the whole video thing when you're in school, because you don't have as much time. And but I'm back today. All right, I'm gonna try to keep it pretty good. So I'm gonna try to keep this streak with posting a video pretty often. So here we go. Everybody knows Black Ops 2 has Gamescon reveal that has happened this whole past week. So now, basically, we're we know everything about the multiplayer, and this was something which is obviously anticipated every year. And Gamescom was held in Germany. I don't know why they picked Germany, because they're like, oh yeah, we don't want like the Americans to play it first. I don't know. I really don't know, but I don't know why they picked Germany, but whatever. And I was really doubting this game. Like when this game was first announced, I'm just like, you kidding me? I was like, there is nothing to improve on this. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking in my head. I mean, what is gonna like? They can't add anything else in Call of Duty. I was just like, oh gosh. I was like, they are not gonna do anything with this game. But then the multiplayer trailer was revealed. A few months later after the revealed trailer, and I was like, wow. I was really doubting this, but this actually looks all right. Looks kind of refreshing in a way, but not exactly refreshing, because it's kind of still has the same graphics engine, but it's just differently modified. Even though it still looks kind of similar, but I mean, they look better in Modern Warfare 3. I'll give it that. But anyways, let's get to the heart of this video, the Gamescom review. Everything that was announced, everything that was shown, all the gameplays that was shown, the features, the mechanics, the nerfs they made, the weapon selection, and I'm gonna cover that right now. So, all right. So the first gameplay I saw was from Tebs TJBZ. If you don't know him, Swedish YouTube commentator, great commentator by the way, and he posted gameplay of him using the ballista, because in the reveal trailer for multiplayer, everyone's all like, oh look, snipers with no scopes. I mean, really, they're not called snipers with no scopes. Like a bolt action rifle without a scope. Okay, that's a more proper way of explaining it. But I'm not here to be a hypocrite. So that's the first gameplay I saw. He was using the ballista. It looks pretty promising. Like they look like they only get hit markers if you shoot them in the wrong area. Like it pretty much looks like no matter if you hit them in the chest, like the snipers are gonna have to be one shot. I mean, and that's realistic too. I mean, that makes sense. You get wounded if you get shot in the leg or the arm, the torso or the head, you get headshot. I mean, that's basically how it is. You're dead, and I'm really glad to see that happening. And another thing I saw in that gameplay, which is pretty disappointing to everybody. The MP7 is back. Everyone knows it in Modern Warfare 3 as being supposedly a noob weapon and very overpowered for a submachine gun. But yeah, it's in Black Ops 2. The bad news is it's still overpowered. Oh, well, I mean, I haven't played the game, but from the looks of gameplay videos, still looks overpowered, and it has little to no recoil at all. Like it don't even look like the front rear sights are moving, like for crap. Like they're not moving. Like the fuck. Like, but yeah, I mean that's kind of a downer that everyone's been looking at in these gameplay videos about the whole MP7 thing. But okay, one of the biggest things that was said was the whole pick. Supposedly it's called Pick 10 right now, but it's basically the new created class system. So I mean, I'm really happy to see there's no cut points because I hated those in Black Ops 1. But, Pick 10 looks pretty promising. You get, like, 10 points, and you get to use them on whatever you want. So, like, you can use it to get weapons, get an attachment for weapons. You can have more than 2 attachments on your weapons now, which is pretty cool. I was like, I've always thought of that, too. And you can pick more than 1 perk in the same tier. You can pick more equipment, more like tactical grenades and stuff like that. Mainly everything you would expect in a created class, and the score streaks. It's basically the point streak system from Modern Warfare 3, except the fact that you get it for more things, but we'll talk about that later. So the Pick 10, it looks pretty interesting. It looks like you can make a lot of different kind of combinations, and I think this is kind of going to help the game with the whole balancing and stuff like that, because people are going to finally play how they want to. I mean, even though every Call of Duty they're all like, oh, the player can play like this. They've been saying that ever since like Black Ops 1, but like, I mean, Black Ops 2 looks like it's finally going to live up to that. The players like us, we can finally play the game how we want to. And basically, what that means is game's going to be more customizable, which, I mean, Treyarch does. I mean, usually they're having to put more customization on, like, your loadouts and stuff, which they do good on. I mean, don't get me wrong. And another thing about this Pick 10 system, you have, like, supposedly something called a wild card. I'm not sure how these work, but if you guys know, I mean, feel free to tell me. But I guess, like, you put it down for, like, you use points to, like, get a wild card or something, and it will supposedly give you something really good that's random. I really don't know how it works, but the last thing I have to say about the Pick 10 is I really like it. Like, you can tell this is really customizable because you can pick a bunch of other stuff, and you can spawn with no guns, but you're gonna have to have a combat knife. That's what you have out, and I already see people running around with a knife and tomahawks. Like, I already see that happening. But that leads into the next section. That's the whole Pick 10. That's what I have to say about it. So overall, I think it's a really good change. As long as Call of Duty is feeling different. Well, not exactly, but something different, But okay, that leads on to the next topic: mechanics. They're switching up some things a lot. Not extremely a lot, but, like quite a handful of things. I mean, first of all, the knifing. Okay, the multiplayer reveal trailer tricked us that we were going to have to pull out our knife and then knife people, which would have been cool, but that was proven to be false, as the gameplay videos do show supposedly what people like to call panic knifing. Because you can just click when the guy's right in front of you, and you just panic knife him. You take it out in a panic and you kill him. But yeah, you get the point. But people are saying that when you panic knife, though, like, you're only gonna knife what's directly in front of you. Like, it's not gonna be like you're gonna lunge, kind of like a little commando lunge, and then knife him, because that's what the previous Call of Duties have been doing. Like, when you knife, you, like, supposedly run up to them really fast from a distance, and you just stab him, like, even though you weren't clearly right in front of him, but you're a little far away from him. But, they're changing that little mechanic in the knife because, people just complain. I mean, this kind of makes it a little bit more fair, but at the same time, kind of would have been a little bit cooler if you pulled your knife out. But I think if they did that, people would say that they're copying Battlefield. But yeah, another mechanic is the whole thing about, like, the perks and stuff like that, and going pro. Like, dolphin diving's back. I got really used to that at Black Ops. I remember Modern Warfare 3, I kept thinking there's Dolphin Dive even though there really wasn't. I was just like, oh gosh, keep forgetting. But, yeah, Dolphin Dive's back, obvious. We all know about that, so I don't really need to explain that. Cool. And, proning. Supposedly they're going to be changing, like, the proning animations and stuff, and it's going to be a little bit more realistic when you're prone and stuff. But I don't know if anyone cares about that. I mean, I do, because it makes the game feel different. And another thing about the mechanics, the weapon I don't know if you guys noticed, but the weapon sway when you walk. Like, in Black Ops 1, when you walked, the sway, your gun was, like, hanging all over the damn place. Like, it was just like, damn, like, this guy doesn't know how to keep his rifle, like, at least average still. Like, I'm not saying he has to be completely still, but, I mean, make it a little realistic, man. And, I mean, they're basically fixing that. I mean, a perfect example, though, if you want to know what I'm talking about, like sway when you walk with a gun in Black Ops 1, play zombies, get the ray gun, walk with it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But, the weapon sway in Black Ops 2 when you walk, not aiming down the sights when you're walking. It's pretty good because it'll look still, but then it moves just a tiny bit. Which I really like to see that because it just makes me feel better about it, I'm not going to be annoyed about it and stuff. So that's the mechanics. Alright. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the gunplay. Now the gunplay. The bullets are looking to kill quicker than Black Ops 1. Not as quick as Modern Warfare 3, but quicker than Black Ops 1. Because Black Ops 1, this is one of the things that annoyed me about the first one too. Your bullets, it literally took like a whole clip to kill somebody. It was just ridiculous. Like I think they're trying too hard to balance out everything, but I think they realized that mistake in the second one, which I'm really glad to see. So now the gunplay should be better. It should be a little bit more fast paced too, but probably have that Black Ops feel to it still. But it's not gonna exactly be as fast paced as Modern Warfare 3. I think that's like a bad thing for people because people like get tired of dying. But oh yeah, and about that too, like the gunplay. When you die, it looks like the spawns are a little bit improving. I wouldn't say exactly because I haven't seen that much. Okay, but back to talking to the gunplay part. Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't take as much bullets in Black Ops 1, like a full clip, but Black Ops 2 looks like it takes a little less. But it's, they're still trying to create like the gunfight thing. And another thing about gunplay is it doesn't look too hit markery. Like you'll probably get some hit markers with snipers and stuff. Oh, and one thing I really hope they fix. I've only seen like one shotgun gameplay with the Remington 870 MCS. It looks like a really great gun, by the way. It looks kind of weird the way they pump it because they pump it way too fast. But I'm really glad to see it in a Call of Duty game for once. And there's gonna be a lot of different variety of guns. They're gonna start bringing the Sig Sauer guns in here, and one thing that kind of disappoints me is the XM8. Like, we're not gonna use that in the future. I mean, the only way I see us using that gun is if we had no other guns. Like, that gun was gross. I don't know why it's coming. I'll be honest. It looks like a strong gun. Like, it looks powerful, but there was no purpose of bringing it back. Like, come on. Like, they canceled it for a reason. But yeah, that's pretty much all you can really say about like the guns and gunplay. Like, I mean, there's more variety of guns. Pretty sure there's gonna be even more guns when the full game comes out because they like to limit stuff for the beta. But yeah, that covers that. And next thing I will talk about is like the perks. Okay, perks are getting kind of big changes. So as you might have heard, there's pretty much gonna be no more perks that affects the gun, like side of hand, quick draw, stuff like that. And the thing that kind of kills it is that they're gonna be like in form of attachments. Like side of hand is fast magazine, and quick draw is gonna be like called like the quick draw grip or something. I really don't know, but I don't know. It kind of disappoints me because I was really hoping those perks would still be part of the Call of Duty formula, and I'd be able to have like 3 attachments. Have like a grip, extended mags, a silencer, and like a red dot. That'd be a perfect combination actually. And the whole thing about that, they're saying that like they want the perks to only affect the player, which I understand. Yeah, I understand. Cool, a little bit more realistic. And that brings us into the perks. The perks, everybody keeps assuming. Here's the thing. I'm going to prove all these other people wrong who talk about this. Who are saying there's going to be no camping. And Black Ops 2, the perk Ghost, which is basically another form of Cold-Blooded in a way, even though Cold-Blooded is in the game. But basically, it hides you from the UAV, anything like that. But this time in Black Ops 2, it only hides you when you're moving. If you're just sitting somewhere, you're going to get shown on the map. But here's my thing. This is going to be my counter to all these other people. They think it's going to stop camping. Somebody could just move around a teeny tiny bit and keep doing that in a corner. He still won't show up on the map. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone's going to do that, but it's just an obviously easy way to counter it. I mean, I like the effort they're putting in, but they got to make it to like where if you're staying in the same vicinity of like a corner or something, that you get it shown on the radar. But the other perks, typical Call of Duty stuff, Cold-Blooded, even though that was in Modern Warfare 2. Great, it was a great perk in Modern Warfare 2, don't get me wrong. But perks are basically just modified a little bit. It took outside of hand the whole Ghost thing. That's pretty much the only changes about it, and that's basically how it is. And the last thing, or one of the last things I should say on the list is the kill streaks. Okay, these things still look a little bit overpowered, and they seem a little easier to get too. So that might be a problem when the game comes out. I don't know, because I mean, not everybody has played it yet to where we can judge it. Even I personally myself can judge it. But just think about it. There's a kill streak. Okay, I don't know what it's called. It's basically like a predator missile. Like you shoot it from the air. It's like 5 missiles hitting one area. Just imagine how easy people can get that and just blow everything up. And everyone's going to keep dying in that mid area if everyone keeps getting it. But, that's not the point. But it is the point. I don't know what I'm sorry if I confused you guys. I'm confused myself too. But the other perks, I mean, obviously attack dogs are going to come back. I mean, kind of doesn't make sense, but I mean, in the kind of time period that they're in the game. But, I mean, it's Treyarch's thing, just let them do what they want to do. And then, there's like the death machine, which the thing I really like about the death machine, you can keep it until you run out of ammo. Even if you die, you're still going to have it, and you're going to have how much ammo left depending on how much you had left. And this is really interesting because, like in Black Ops, you'll get it. The only way you can get it is out of a damn care package. You only got it one time. You got it one time. You die, when you have it out, you're not going to get it back. So, I'm really glad to see him doing that with the death machine in this game. And then the other kill streaks, it's just your self-explanatory airstrikes, UAV. The little helicopters, they look like they could be a little bit overpowered, but I'm not really worried about that because they look fairly easy to take out. So, that's pretty much the overview and my whole review about this whole crazy week at Gamescon. And overall, the multiplayer looks pretty promising. I was really doubting the game before it came out, or before information was revealed. I was being like, oh, dude, this game's just going to be horrible. But, like, the multiplayer portion anyway. And, it proved wrong. Proved me wrong. Looks pretty damn interesting now. Like, I'm really excited now to see how this is going to turn out. And this leads us to the final topic. Now, some of you probably would have been watching the video just for this part. And I'm sorry, but, there's just a lot in multiplayer that I got to talk about. And this is about the zombies. Now, people were thinking that zombies was going to be at Gamescon. Like, they're going to at least have, like, a small portion of gameplay or show off a little something. But, I mean, to me, it was pretty obvious that they weren't going to show it. But, yeah, they kind of explained zombies a little bit in an interview with Mark Lamia. Everyone always asks him about it. But, I mean, he's the studio head, so, I mean, why not ask him? So, he says that, of course, zombies are going to be much bigger in every way. But, here's interesting news. They said they're going to do a separate, complete unveiling of everything zombies. They're going to just unveil everything at one time. And we can probably be expecting that, like, I don't know. I mean, everyone's saying October, which I kind of agree. But I have a feeling November, because they just like to wait for the last minute with zombie stuff. Like, when it comes to zombies, they like to wait last minute. That's just their thing, because they know so many people, including me, want to know about it. But, just let them. We're used to it. We're used to the whole cycle where they make us wait last minute. But back to the topic about what they were talking about in the interview about zombies. They're saying that they're going to make sure it's going to stay true to the nature. But they're saying that there's going to be a lot more things to do. Because it's going to have different game modes, I guess. Which, I'm hearing some leaks, like rumors, that like there's basically going to be a game mode like Left 4 Dead versus, I called it too, humans against zombies. Yeah, I called it. But, that's what I heard. That's a rumor. One of the other things too, people that in the interview, they're saying that strategies are going to be like even bigger than ever, and that's going to blow everyone's mind. Because they're saying that since it's going to be 8 players and they just want to make everything just bigger in every way. Like that's how they explain it. They don't really say specifically. But they're saying everyone who loves zombies, that they're going to provide a lot more content for it, which is pretty promising. Makes everybody really excited about it. So basically he hints too that, like, he kind of hints the campaign, like, about the plot, he just says everyone will finally get to understand all the dark secrets between the universe of zombies. So, that's pretty much all that was said about zombies at Gamescom. But, yeah, so basically the big part is we can be expecting a huge unveiling of the zombies sometimes in the future. And that's the end of this Black Ops Gamescom review. Overall, pretty good. But, I know this video is extremely long. Now, you may go do whatever you want. I took up so much time of your precious, sweet little time. And, I myself, pretty excited. Hope you guys are. I understand if there's haters. I mean, I really understand if there's haters. I mean, there's always haters for Call of Duty. But, yeah, alright. Well, I'm going to go. And you guys have a great day yourselves.